Hey guys, so I'm back for video number 2. I thought today that I would share my adoption story because yesterday was my intro, and I thought that today, we can kind of go in order, like my intro, and then take you back to where I came from type thing. Um, like I said, I was very small when I was adopted. Um, and also I am super for being honest and giving the raw details. And in my book that I've started, I have given a good amount of details. So, and I put that on Facebook, as I said. So most of the things that I am talking about, they're not a secret. So like I said, I'm just, I'm being honest, and I think that's the way it should be. I'm not embarrassed by it, and I don't think that anybody in my family should really be that embarrassed. I mean, things happen, and the right choices were made. So, but anyway, I let's see. So, my birth mom, she went through different families and found the right one for me. She was very young when she had me. She was 14. And she just couldn't give me the life that she knew other people could. So she chose adoption. And so I went my whole life, like I said, knowing that I was adopted, but didn't know any of my birth family. And so when I became 18, my mom, she gave me a packet of things about my birth family. Well, it's mainly about my birth mom and dad. And so I looked through it and I became more curious. And so I tried to find them on Facebook, but I failed. I mean, I didn't know anything about them, so there wasn't really a way to really search for them very well. But I knew that my birth mom's name was Christina, so that was what I went off of. And I had her maiden last name, so that is what I searched for. So I went a few more years and just kind of let it go. I was like, whatever, if I find them, then it's meant to be. If not, then I have, the family that's raised me, and I'm okay with that. So I met my husband when I was 19, and well, we didn't get married then, but we started dating when I was almost 20, and we something that I shared with him when we first got together was the letter that my birth mom had written for me when she was younger, and right after I was born, and I didn't get to read it until I was 18. And so I shared that with him because like I said, I believe in being honest and open and just giving all details. And so I shared that because it was a very, not a closed off part, but a piece for me that I hold very tightly, because most of my life I felt like there was a piece missing, but I didn't know exactly what that piece was. So as I got older, I just became more curious. So we went on vacation. It was me, my mom, my sister Anna. We call Tina our sister, and then her son and daughter, Skylar and Dawson, who we call our niece and nephew. And I'm sorry, Tina's mom. We all went on a little girls trip with Dawson, and we went to the beach in South Carolina, and we had this little vacation house that we were staying in. It was awesome. We were just chilling by the pool, and my mom had searched Christina Mitchell, no, Rollins, whenever I think we were like, it was like before we left for the beach, she searched for her. And she said she saw something come up on Facebook. And I was like, okay. And so I looked, and it was Christina Mitchell instead of Rollins. And that was her married name that she never changed back, because it's really complicated to change your last name. Everybody that has been married knows that. So she just left that alone. And so that's where I wasn't looking, because I didn't know she had gotten married. So I looked on there, and we had mutual friends. Mutual friends. Okay, that's weird. So mutual friend, well, one of them was Tony's my husband, for all of you that don't know. One of them was his cousin's mom, and then the other mutual friend was a lady from the gym. And so I messaged them both and asked how well they knew her, and the one who is like kind of related to Tony, she knew her the best, and she apparently had let her live with her for I'm not sure how long. And so she knew her very well. So I started asking her questions. Like, I'm like, what the heck? Like, this is so weird. And so I started asking her questions about, like, does she know if she has kids? Does she know if any were put up for adoption? This and that. And so she, like, said yeah to all that stuff, and she said she could get us in touch. And so we started talking on Messenger, me and Christina. And I asked her, I said, there's one thing that, my birth mom would know, because, I mean, it felt like a dream. I was like, what the heck? I didn't just find my birth mom. You know what I mean? So I wanted to know what she named me when I was born. I said, that's one thing that my birth mom would know. And she told me, and it was right. And so when I was born, my name was Brittany Marie. But my parents adopted me and named me Catherine Lynn. But she told me Brittany Marie is what she had named me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I just found my birth mom. So of course I told my mom and Tina and Anna, and we were all crying. And we were like, what in the world? And so it was just crazy. So then me and Christina started talking, and she introduced me to my sister Bree, who I've gotten the closest with. I love all of my birth siblings. But, me and Bree, it just clicked because we're only we're 2 years apart, year and a half. So we just clicked really well. And I will tell more stories on that later. I think what I'm going to do with this is I'll make it a continuation type thing. So I'm going to stop right there and leave you guys hanging, because this is a long video right now. Yeah, so I found my birth mom, and she introduced me to people, and so I will tell you the rest either later or another day. I will try for later, because I know you'll be hanging and wondering, for those of you that don't know. But yeah, it was a really super crazy story. So remember these key points: Facebook, mutual friends, and like finding, or I had to find my husband basically to find my birth parents, which is just so crazy. But yeah, so I am going to get off for now, and I'll come back with more of the story later.